Nissan CEO Ivan Espinosa says the car maker must get its own house in order before considering partnerships with other companies. Nissan announced it's closing factories and cutting 20,000 jobs in a bid to stem mounting losses as it posted its worst financial results in 25 years. I spoke to Espinosa at their Yokohama headquarters about whether these measures are enough.
We're confident that this is enough because the plan, as I said, is robust. It has a leg on the fixed costs, which is what you were talking about, restructuring our manufacturing footprint and work around our overall size in terms of human resource. But not only, it has another very strong leg on the variable cost front. Yeah, on the variable cost front, we also have around 250 billion yen of costs that we will reduce. And we are already working on this. We started a few weeks ago with a team of around 300 experts. And in the few weeks that they started to work, we already have visibility to around 75 billion yen of savings in variable costs. Yeah? And we're accelerating this by putting additional 3,000 dedicated people into this sprint on the variable cost front that will drive a lot of savings. Yeah.
Given the uncertainty and the lack of visibility when it comes to tariffs, of course, how will that impact the overall restructuring effort?
Yeah, well, the manufacturing footprint, the design that we put around is very flexible. So one of the beauties of Nissan is that we are a global company that has a very broad footprint in terms of operations. And taking this into account, the plan that we have laid down has this flexibility to adjust.
As you said earlier, the issues are pretty fundamental, right? I mean, given that even without the tariff risks, already Nissan was struggling. How do you turn that around? Even when some people are saying, is Nissan trying to cost cut its way out of finding new innovative models,
right.
New products that can appeal to global consumers?
Yeah, but we're not doing that. What we're doing is resetting the size of a company. Even, you know, what we announced was for FY25, if you remove tariffs, the visibility that we have for that company was to be break even already. So the trend and the trajectory has changed. Tariffs, of course, are a burden in FY25. We have a size the total impact in the year, which is around 450 billion yen. But already for Q1, our visibility is to mitigate around 30% of that. Yeah, and we have teams actively working on mitigating even more. So we think that we will be, I'm not sure if we will close the whole gap, but we will be much better than what we have announced in terms of overall tariff impact.
When it comes to the manufacturing footprint, Nissan actually shifted manufacturing of some popular SUVs from the US to Japan in the past decade. Given the tariff uncertainty, could you even consider shifting them back?
No, actually, today, this is a very, very good position that we have. The fact that, for example, our Nissan Rogue today is produced both in the US, in our Smyrna plant, and also here in Japan, in our Kyushu plant. And this gives us this flexibility that I was referring about earlier. We can pivot and change the mix of production depending on the Forex exchange. If the tariffs in some of the trims are hitting us harder because of the supply chain and how the vehicle is composed, we have this flexibility to shift the production, and it's something that is helping us a lot today to deal with the tariffs.
When it comes to car parts, how exposed is Nissan? How exposed is Nissan when it comes to car parts and potential tariff risk?
Yeah, well, as every manufacturer, we are exposed, but the good thing is we have a lot of vehicle lines that are produced in the US, and we are working very closely with our suppliers to accelerate more resourcing of parts. But again, I come back to the point of needing clarity, because it's very difficult to invest or to make decisions on investment without clarity on what the rules may be. They're changing every other week, so it's a bit complicated for us.